Today we'll be making a French monkfish stew, Lotte L'Armoricaine. Sorry, I'm butchering this, but it's looking delicious, so let's get to cooking. So we're gonna start out by placing our monkfish meat out there. I've gone with about a kilo's worth. Now I'm gonna cut them into nice little chunks. I'm thinking a couple of inches in size. And while I'm slicing it up, why don't we heat up some butter on our pan here. Now traditionally they do use a clay pot, but I don't have one, so let's go with what we have. And let's also do a good tablespoon's worth of olive oil while we're already at it. So I'm thinking we're gonna dredge the monkfish in some flour. But first of all, I just want to hit it with some salt and pepper. While this is a French dish, I am a Norwegian man after all, so I need my salt at least. By the way, I'm adding salt and pepper to both sides there. Alright, so for dredging, I think this is about half a cup, maybe a cup's worth of white flour. So this, all you need to do is really just put the flour around it here. And then we're going to add the monkfish directly into the pot. And we're going to fry it. I'm going to do high heat, and I'm thinking 2 to 3 minutes for these an inch thick slices, a couple of inches long. Oh man, we have so much monkfish here today that I need to do this in 2 different sessions. So gonna turn these around about now. And yeah, we're gonna put them on a plate. There will be some liquids coming off of the meat as well that we want to save. So definitely get a plate that can hold a little bit of fish liquids. Alright, so we're also going to be using a couple of garlic pieces here, as well as about half an onion, I'm thinking. So I'm just going to slice that up now while the monk is still going on the pan. Alright, so all our monkfish here is done cooking, so I'm just going to put this to the side for now. We'll be adding that back in towards the end of the cooking process. Before I add my garlic as well as my onion back in here, I'm just going to add about 100 milliliters worth of white wine. This is a Suave white wine, pretty dry. And we're also going to add just a touch of Grand Marnier in here. So this is going to be great for deglazing the pan, as well as adding a delicious taste in there. If you've never deglazed the pan before, pretty much just turn off the heat entirely. And you want to scrape loose all this good stuff that has fastened itself to the bottom of your pan. So this is perfect because this is going to burn off all the alcohol at the same time. Okay, let's get the heat back up there. So medium heat or so. And I'm going to add all our onion as well as our garlic in here. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes until it starts turning translucent. We're also going to be adding in about spring's worth of thyme into this mixture. So I'm just going to peel off all the little leaves from the stems there. And the leaves are going to go in our delicious French stew. I was going to chop up about I don't know, a tablespoon's worth of parsley here. I'm going to add that at the very end, so no hurries with that one. So that's pretty much the last of our chopping for this. We are ready to start adding in more ingredients here as our onions are looking good. So here's the thyme. I'm just going to pop that directly in here. Also, I have about a glass worth, I guess about a cup's worth of monkfish stock that we made on the first day of this challenge. 30 days of monkfish eating, that is. I'm going to add a link to that in the video description if you want to see that. This isn't essential to add. We'll add a little bit of extra dimensions to this dish, but optional. We're also going to be adding in about a can's worth of skinned tomatoes here. These are the worst. Pro tip, don't use the knife to open up. I've ruined knives on that before. So let's pop that tomato in there. If I were a smarter man, I would have added my monkfish stock in here and just swivel it around a little bit. I'm also going to be adding in a bay leaf or 2. These are pretty old, so I'm just going to use 2. Also, I'm taking chili. I read on a blog that chili goes really well with this. Teaspoons worth of chili in there. I'm also going to add just a couple of teaspoons worth of tomato puree into this. And that is all the ingredients for now. I am going to let this sit here and stew for quite a while. So we're going to bring this up to a nice little simmer here. And this can sit for let's do half an hour. By the way, if I didn't say so, my name is Tor. I'm eating monkfish every day this month. This is towards the last week of the challenge, so exciting times to have been doing this so long. If you're into this type of content, you can consider subscribing to the channel. There is always going to be links to the recipe. I'll put together something with better measurements and the entire process in the video description. So if you want to see that, that's the place. But first, let's finish up cooking here. I'll see you in about 30 minutes and we'll get started on that fish and the last ingredients here. And while we have some time, I'm also going to be boiling up some white rice that we can put this on. Alright, it's looking good, and it smells delicious. It's been about half an hour now. So we're going to pop that fish back in here as well as all the liquids from the fish. And I'm just going to stir that in. And this can sit for another 5 minutes or so. Be careful with the fish. It doesn't break super easily, but if you're very forceful, it will break. And don't leave it longer than this, because it does actually start to get a little bit hard if you leave it too long. It's a very forgiving fish, but let's not test our limits here. The fish has heated up nicely here. It's been about 5 minutes to be nicely incorporated into a stew here. So I'm gonna go fishing for these bay leaves and take those out. So I'm not really a big fan of sitting and chewing on hard leaves with my monkfish. So at this point, I'm just gonna turn off the heat entirely here, and we're gonna start incorporating some parsley, and optionally you can add in some creme fraiche here as well. Optional, if you can't handle creme fraiche lactose, you can skip this one safely, but I'm gonna pop that in here, and we'll just gently stir that into our delicious stew here again. I want to try to pronounce this again. Lotte à l'Armoricaine. L'Armoricaine. Not easy. And then I'm going to serve it on top of some rice here. And it looks delicious. Add a little bit extra parsley there just for the looks of it. So let's dig in here and give it a shot. I'm thinking spoon will be perfect for this. So if you're looking at me kind of side-eyed, French people, I'm sorry, but cheers anyway. Oh, that's good. I like that. It's very fresh with the creme fraiche in there as well. Yeah, fantastic. The monkfish is nice and soft. It doesn't add much taste from the monkfish itself, but the tomato sauce is super good. I'm really gonna eat. I think I'm gonna eat all this tonight. It's quite a lot of food. Yeah, but that's really good. I can recommend this one. So yeah, thanks for watching today. I'll be making another monkfish video tomorrow. You can check it out here if you want to see that. And yeah, peace.